All right, so we are back, Peanut Gallery. Let's talk about some news.
Yes, Vikingo did vacate his AAA Mega Championship, as we all know. He is undergoing surgery for his torn, I think, what was it, a torn...
It's like a torn ACL or MCL.
Yeah,
it's a leg.
Like
it's a leg.
It's a leg
injury.
So yeah, he underwent surgery, and obviously he cannot wrestle. And I think we all know kind of what that's setting up for the Mega Championship.
Yep. The match is going to be for Monterrey, and it's going to be Nick Nemeth and Alberto El Patron for the vacant title.
Wasn't Cybernetico a part of that as well?
No, they changed it.
Okay.
So I don't think Cybernetico, he's part of a 6-person tag because I think Vampiro announced his retirement.
Oh.
So that's happening. Oh, by the way, that did happen. So the Triple Mania shows is essentially going to be a Vampiro, I'm retiring from in-ring competition tour.
Oh, okay. So that's kind of the jerk-off session.
Well, no, it's fine. Vampiro was actually a huge draw in Mexico.
That's true.
So I will give him credit there. Luckily, he's like, I don't want to be part of the title picture.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Right. But obviously, he's not the first person Vikingo's not the first person to go through the curse. Obviously, Kenny Omega had to vacate his Mega Championship.
Yep.
So I don't know if this is a trend. A couple of Stardom stars are going to be going to a new promotion.
Oh my! Is it going to be Ross's new promotion? Mm-hmm. Do we know anything more regarding that yet?
There are a couple of people that I know that are going to be leaving Stardom to go to that. I know like Tam Nakano is one of them, a few others.
Wow, so like some fairly significant stars are pissing off because Megan Bain, that huge Amazon bitch, she's now signed with AEW.
Yeah.
I know Julia's going to go to the E, but she's going to help kickstart Ross's new promotion. Yep. And it looks like Utami is going to be going, which is once again another big loss for Stardom.
I think like 4 or 5 stars have announced that they are.
And then you said Tom Nakano is going too.
Yeah, I think Tom Nakano's one of them. I can't remember the other 3.
Is Mayu Iwatani one of them? Do you know?
I don't think she was. I don't remember her specifically being named, but expect a lot of superstars leave Stardom.
Like top stars, not like anybody underneath.
Right.
That's crazy.
So
this was fucking stupid.
I know, but he did apologize for it. At
least. That's the stupid part.
Oh, I don't.
So apparently, is this Josh Briggs or Brooks Jensen? I can't remember.
I think it's Josh. I don't remember.
I think this is Brooks. So Brooks Jensen wore a Ole Anderson shirt. People had a moan about it, and he had to apologize because of the moan. And it's like, okay, he might have had a past. There are a lot of people who do.
Yeah.
But if you are inspired by that wrestler, I don't see any problem with wearing a shirt.
Right.
It's a shirt.
Right.
It's so stupid. I mean, seriously, we can't even like showcase anything anymore.
Right.
If you were born in the fucking 40s. If you liked Elvis Presley, well, he was a wife beater. If you liked Frank Sinatra, well, he was a wife beater and a racist. Was he a racist then?
Right.
It's then.
Right.
God bless goddamn America. I don't get it. Now, I never personally was a fan of Ole Anderson, but if you liked Ole Anderson, there's nothing wrong. Goddamn, Trevor Murdoch was trained by what was his name?
Oh, I don't remember.
But he was the one who took Dusty Rhodes and Virgil to a KKK rally.
Oh yeah, okay.
I cannot remember his name off the top of my head, but he was inspiration. So this is stupid.
Oh, it is. All right, Jack Perry. So there was a lot that came out with regards to Jack Perry. Obviously, he did request his release from AEW, which Tony Khan rejected. So obviously he's still on the payroll, but Tony Khan is not very happy with him for very obvious reasons.
It's so funny. He's not happy with him because he made AEW lose CM Punk.
Right. But he doesn't
But Tony Khan was the one who fired CM Punk.
But he also doesn't want to release Jack Perry. And Jack Perry asked for his release. What sense does that make?
Right. I don't know.
Now you're just wasting money. Are you hoping? Now, there were plans to bring him back around like January of this year. But with CM Punk going to the E, that kind of derailed all of those plans.
I don't know how that derailed a fucking thing. I think that would have been a great use of a real life thing in that where.
Well, yeah, it would have been a great use of a huge heel.
A huge heel character, but they didn't strike it. So now he's playing around with the House of Torture in a dying Japanese stupid promotion.
Right? Seriously,
it's retarded.
I know. All right, so a couple of things going on here with the Continental Classic, like the rules. Like I guess the rules around the Continental Classic, like the original tournament, are now permanent fixtures of this. So, for example, the title matches would be done under Continental Classic rules or something like that.
Okay.
Which is weird because I don't get the rules.
But now, here's what I'm confused about even more so than anything. The Continental Classic crown essentially was the 3 titles together, just like the Triple Crown in All Japan.
Right.
Which was the 3 main titles. And also Mexico did it with their 3. Johnny Mundo won the Mega, the Latin American, and the Cruiserweight. Now, he defended them separately. But AEW is inconsistent where in some matches, Eddie Kingston was defending the Continental Crown Champion, which was all 3 titles, including the Continental Champion. But then I had a bitch about this match because it was only for the 1 title.
Right. But anyways, the champion going into the Continental Classic tournament is defending the title just like Eddie Kingston is the whole time. And there's something about the Continental rules. I don't know if there's a separate match type for that.
Should have written down some fucking notes. Well, it would have been helpful.
Because it's stupid, okay?
Well, I try to look at it. So, okay, the Continental Classic tournament. If Okada is involved in it, now is he the finals? Does he have to defend the champion in every match that he participates in?
Yes, just like Eddie Kingston did.
Oh. No, he didn't. The original Continental Classic, Eddie Kingston.
Oh, but he was defending the other 2 belts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So hang on. So then,
that was my understanding.
My brain is trying to brain this. So is Eddie Kingston now going to be part of the Continental Classic, and does he have to defend the strong openweight and the Ring of Honor World Champions, along with Kazuchika Okada defending the Continental Crown Champion?
I don't know. All I know is this is an annual tournament, and I
don't mind that.
But I guess whoever is holding the Continental Championship has to defend that Continental title in every match they participate in.
And so then they go to the finals, and what the fuck do they get?
Right. I don't know. Maybe. I don't understand. This is the problem with AEW. I don't understand what's going on.
This is just logic. That doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. It's stupid.
But that's what I saw on the interwebs. So I guess we'll figure that out. Sammy Guevara. Let's talk about this guy. So apparently, and I need to rattle my memory here just a little bit. Oh God, what was going on with Sammy?
Once again, notes.
I know. There were.
So he's suspended.
Yes, obviously he is suspended.
Matt Hardy's contract is up soon.
Yes. I remember. So the reason that he was suspended was revealed. It was because he was breaking the protocol for concussions during that match.
I already told about that because the doctor came in to check on Hardy after Guevara landed on him.
Yes.
But Guevara continued to wrestle the match against Hardy instead of stopping it.
Yes.
But the problem is, so did the doctor stop the match?
I don't think the match was stopped properly. That's the problem.
Well, then once again, why was Sammy Guevara suspended then? How the fuck is he supposed to know? That's the referee and the doctor's responsibility to stop Sammy Guevara from continuously competing.
And again, and I think that the Hardys had a little bit to do with that because they were just being a little antagonistic towards him and kind of provoking him on.
Yeah, fuck the Hardys.
But why aren't the Hardys suspended?
Because they're the Hardys. Yeah. And Tony Khan has a gigantic Hardy boner for those 2 idiots.
I guess you can say he has a Hardy on.
God. The problem is that it's the ref. I mean, the referee and the doctor should have been fired and not suspending Sammy Guevara. How the fuck is? Unless, like, the referee put up the X to stop the match or the doctor did that and then Sammy continued to attack him, that's fine. But I watched the match and neither one of those things happened.
Right.
The doctor went in to check. He left the ring and they continued to wrestle. How is that Sammy's responsibility?
I don't know. See, again, it's so confusing.
It's like that's almost like
breaking a rule you didn't know you broke.
Right.
It's like, I didn't know I broke the rule there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I just don't understand. Once again, it actually makes it even more confusing on why Sammy Guevara was released in the first place.
He wasn't released; he was suspended.
Oh, suspended. I'm sorry.
I know we talked about this a little bit more, but with the whole thing with Mercedes Moné, just her presentation and everything is just.
She just talked again. It's like,
yeah, that's all she did. It was talk.
Are we going to hear from Mercedes Moné again? Is she going to be in a regular match? Like, what are we doing with her at this point? It's stupid.
It is, quite frankly. And we did talk a lot about what I was going to say,
like her being that she thinks that her shit doesn't stink.
Yep, exactly. I was talking about that and talking about like the reasons that she left the WWE and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
so we've already talked about
beat the dead horse.
Okay. Jade Cargill is coming to SmackDown. We did talk about this a little bit.
But it wasn't like the big thing. So was there a reason why they decided for her to go to SmackDown?
Well, I think it makes the most sense because obviously she's probably going to enter into a rivalry, most likely with the likes of Bianca Belair. I think it's a good spot for her, especially because the women's roster on Raw is a little more stacked because they have obviously more time, therefore more.
Well, the problem is that I actually disagree with you on that. I think that it's more stacked and SmackDown features the women a lot more prominently than Raw. I mean, okay, who on Raw, other than maybe Becky Lynch, Nia Jackson, Liv Morgan, who else do they have other than maybe Rhea?
I mean, then they have all the tag teams because they have the Raw. They have the women's tag team champions on that show, so most of the
No, they don't.
Oh, that's
the
right.
The Kabuki Warriors are the champions.
Yeah, that's right. So
because here's the thing. On SmackDown, you have Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Dakota Kai to an extent. There was like 6 or 7 people that could theoretically go for those champions, but then Jade is going to SmackDown, where I think she would actually shine a lot brighter if she went to Raw. But that's just me.
Right. And, I guess that argument can be made both ways. I mean, they do a draft after WrestleMania anyway, so.
Right. So maybe this was just the placement for now until they can sort of figure out where they want to go.
And there could be a lot of personal reasons as well, so why she was placed on SmackDown.
Right. Maybe she wants to jerk off with Bianca Belair and do that big dream match now and get it out of the way.
Kind of. All right, we talked a lot about Ronda Rousey.
Her autobiography came out. Have you read it?
I have not.
I haven't either. I only read like parts of it. It's fine.
Okay.
It wasn't like a big thing. But to be honest with you, it's like burning that bridge. WWE really wouldn't want to bring her back anyway because
she did everything that she needed to do on that brand anyways.
Yeah, she won. She won the Royal Rumble. She won the champion.
She won both. I think she won both the SmackDown and the Raw Women's
champions. She did.
And then she also won the Tag Team Champions. What more do you want her to do?
Oh, that's right. She did. She won it with Shayna Baszler. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And we're going to go a little meta here.
We have a website.
Yay!
So we are doing so this is going to be Peanut Gallery's project.
Yes.
Where essentially he's going to be the TMZ of professional wrestling.
Yes. So it's going to be in the style of if Joe Biden, parody of Joe Biden was writing this.
I think you should do like a mix of different perspectives and stuff. I think that'd be really cool where it's like the same article, but like on a different perspective for different politicians.
And I'm working on that, but for now, I'm just going to stack it with a bunch of news stories. And it's like I said, it's in the style of Joe Biden as a parody. It has all the links to all of our stuff, obviously. We're bringing back the title history. So the title history will be a page on there as well. We're going to start that after WrestleMania. And all the other links just go to like the YouTube channel and Patreon and all that stuff. So it is majesticproduction.com if you want to take a look, support us there. Only have 2 articles up as of right now. But
so it looks like you can do comments and all of that. So you can comment on the articles. Go ahead and check it out. We will be polishing it over the next couple of weeks to really get like a grasp on what we're going for. And
if you know website design, it is always a work in progress. There's never a point in time when the website is finished. So if you have any feedback or suggestions, please do let us know.
Yes. So that will be linked. That will be the first link on top of the description of this video and for the
then
videos
we'll also
forever.
link it on the link tree as well.
Yes. So that is really it for the news.
Yep.
So when we come back, we're going to be doing something similar to what we did last week, but with a different promoter.
All right.